All right, United Rogue, welcome back. We've got another series on our hands. This time, gonna look at Macaroni League. We're gonna be looking at Mexico City Venom taking on the Houston Flames, and joining me on the desk, Bastardella. How's it going, man?
My man, it's already been a great night of Rocket League, so I'm having a great night. How are you doing?
Pretty good, and I can't imagine that we're gonna get anything less than a stop-out show tonight. Mexico City Venom sitting at a very high seed right now, second seed right now in their West Conference, taking on the Houston Flames, who are also sitting nice and pretty and looking to firmly secure their playoff seat. So two very high-powered teams here, Bess.
It'll definitely be two very high-powered teams, but one of the things I'm really going to be looking forward to is going to be one of the players off of this Houston Flames team. I'm going to be looking for that, apparently Alex, to see how well they play. I believe they were in the lobby last time I looked. I could have been wrong. I am wrong. I am on fire already. Well, I was going to talk about how this Houston Flames team really looks like they've got a little bit of a rebuild from earlier on in the season. Draco, apparently Alex, and Kitsune only having played 4, 4, and 5 matches respectively, but still putting up some pretty solid stats. We'll see, though, how they stack up against this dynamic Mexico Venom team.
Right on, and as we get into game number 1, we'll see also big eyes on Kitsune, who's been a pretty big name all around. He's done a handful of coaching around United Rogue. We're going to be looking for him to apply some of that here as we get into game number 1. Overall predictions, who you got coming out on top so far, Bess?
Predictions is not my strong suit, my man. I have the caster curse of the century, and everybody I pick, it's just an automatic loss. So, you know what? I'm gonna have to pick Venom, taking the tub, because they look to be the better team on the paper. And from what I've seen, oh, what a fake! No, Level didn't capitalize on the hesitation. The fake snapped the axles at 2, but they just couldn't finish it away. I was going to say, though, Venom looking like a much better team on paper from just stats-wise. But, any given day, any given team can make those special plays.
Yeah, got to agree. And you got to keep in mind as well that the Mexico City Venom roster has been together a little longer. That being said, it's the Houston Flames who strike first as Z finds an opening well past the half-field line courtesy of a massive demolition. Oski doing the work on the near post.
Leveled. Z getting a kickoff here. Oski coming off the sidewall. Strong touch is going to bounce off the backboard, but Koff there with the read to keep it out of harm's way. Kitsune gets the first touch off the sidewall. Koff is elevating quickly. This is going to bounce off the corner. Centered a little bit. Leveled. Oh! Wide left is going to keep this game 1-0. And, for a team that's so offensively minded and is playing so far up in the pitch, those are now 2 opportunities that are going to fall by the wayside.
Still, you gotta give Venom their kudos. They've been doing a good job keeping control of space, especially on the far post, and finally leveled off of a ridiculous passing play here, Baz. I mean, Rico, absolutely the vision in order to set his teammate up there. Easily could have gone for the shot if he wanted to, but has his teammate in his sights, and there's the Venom to find a first.
Z elevates, gets the first touch. Flip reset ready to go. Didn't thought they had touched all 4 wheels on that, but apparently not. Didn't capitalize on that. Rico splits the 50. This is high center. Koff directing it down. Rico's looking for the pass back to Koff. That could have been an incredible Clip City team play moment, but instead this is going to be dropping into no man's land. Z with the clear.
And so far, Baz, both teams trading blows, still dead even here for game number 1, but at least to begin, see those passing plays and those connections come to life. As Venom once again starting to get that near post, still looking to keep possession here in the midfield as the Flames try to slow the pace of play down. Oski sends it high. Kitsune has come up entirely empty, gonna open the door for Leveled, who also cannot make the double tap angle come to life this time around, but Venom, that creativity has really begun to show its life best.
Well, that creativity has definitely shown as they've taken 10 shots on target already. Flames not able to control the midfield, have only been able to put 1 shot on net so far. Oski putting it, tries to get the clear, but Rico's there to keep this play alive. Z, is it Z or Zaya? What am I mispronouncing this whole time?
I've been inclined to call him Z.
Well, Z it is, as Rico fires a laser that we have to see Kitsune elevate for and just kind of redirect up and out of the way. Koff, the secondary touch, able to get it past Oski. Leveled, no, can't get it past Kitsune. So this is going to stay 1-1 as the clock keeps ticking down. 1:50 left to be played, Wasey.
And so far, neither team able to keep as much possession as they wanted. Both teams have done well on the defense to sneak in these early challenges and make sure a real shot opportunity doesn't come their way, as Koff tries to break it well past into the midfield with a massive pinch, but can only get it to the corner, and it should be a relatively free possession for the Flames, but a little mishap on the near post means that Flames won't get the control that they wanted to, as Venom once again from the heavens. Koff there as well, biding his time, looking for his time to strike. He's not going to find it here, but Venom very calculated in their approach. Very few double commits means that they're able to get consistent offensive approaches here best.
And it's definitely translating to the scoreboard. We're seeing a lot of offensive shots being, or a lot of shots in general being placed out. But I'm not going to lie, it's kind of wild that we've seen so many shot opportunities, and this bend don't break defense from the Houston Flames are able to just keep them outside the goal. Leveled, good read on the passing play there. With not a lot of beans, they pass center for Koff. Rico quickly follows. Oh, favorable bounce off the post is going to give them the lead 2-1 with only 40 seconds left remaining.
And the Venom have striked once again. A ridiculous passing play was how they got their first goal, and they've done the same here for that second pass. And now, just under a minute for the Flames to answer in kind. This kickoff is everything, and the Flames have done well to come out on top, but as Z comes up entirely empty on the offensive. Not what the Flames wanted to see with such precious few seconds remaining.
25 seconds left to be said. Koff tries to get centered for Rico. Well played play by Kitsune here. Oop, hesitation is going to be a little lethal here as Level is able to clear that away. Koff can't put that on target. That could have been a dagger for sure. With 8 seconds left to be played, we're seeing a lot of pitter-pattering going on. Kitsune is going to have to get the redirect and potentially no. This is a last offensive opportunity. No, Koff says not today. Game one in the books in favor of Venom.
And Venom, that mid-game adaptability has been huge for them. And although the Flames did strike first at the very beginning of game number 1, the Mexico City Venom then proceeded to absolutely shut them up for the better course the next 5 minutes, or just under 5 minutes, I want to say. In strong performance in game number 1, Venom consistently been able to get these passes going and connect with each other. This is a dangerous team here, and they're en route to take another game here. Flames cannot stem the bleeding best.
They really can't, but like you brought up, Venom has had the rotations almost perfectly sound. They weren't double committing, they weren't on top of each other, and it's allowed them to space out perfectly to keep the offensive pressure going. We saw 13 shots coming out of Venom this side, 4 coming out of the Flames. So if the Venom can just keep doing what they're doing so far, just keep looking for those infield passes, they're probably going to keep running up the shot total and more than likely keep perforating this Flames defense.
Yeah, and Flames are going to have a whirly of a time dealing with some of this offense. The fact that they've had to account for not just the instant shot on target, but also the pass means that Houston has really had to keep their heads on a swivel. And as we get into game number 2, we'll see if they've managed to glean any new information that might help them come out on top. Kickoff for game number 2. Can the Flames bring it back?
Z pushes the tempo quickly, looking for the center. No, it's going to be wide. Kitsune able to take a shot, but with 2 defenders there, that's going to be cleared away. Rico elevates quickly, gets the ball shoved to the sidewall. Kitsune is trying to get this centered here, but Leveled is going to be able to get this over Z. Oski can't quite get it. Oh man, Venom are just trying to establish some sort of counterattack, but this Flames team are spacing themselves out quite a bit better than they did in game 1.
Yeah, already this is night and day for the Flames. This is by and far the longest spurt of offense they've had over the course of this series, as now Kitsune finds his teammate Z in the infield. Oski as well takes to the sky as all three players consistently getting chances at the ball, and they've been able to keep the boost advantage as well. Look how low Venom is running right now, as there's only really one of them who had any boost in the tank to work with. Still, Flames, this offense seemingly unstoppable.
They really do. Leveled. Gets the pop, elevates quickly, coming off the ceiling, passing down to Rico, looking for the corner bounce. It's going to bounce high, giving Z way too much time to work with it. Cough, slaps over to the sidewall. Oski's going to follow. Elevates after the first touch, putting off the sidewall, looking for the double. Oh! Couldn't quite bust out the protractor. I thought they were going for the passive first, but it almost turned into goal number one. Drop center, Kitsune tries to get it cleared away. You know, Wasey, as I'm watching this here, it is kind of wild how heavy the change has been for the Flames, because, like you said, their offensive potential through game one was kind of rough. Game two, though, they've been on offense, I would say, almost 60% of the time so far.
Yeah, this is a beautiful look from Houston, and if they can keep it up, they're en route to score the first here in game number two. But first, gotta contend with Levels, who takes to the sky. Koff as well in the midfield, who finds the bump. Causes Flames to become a little more awkward on the far post, but no harm comes to the Houston net this time around. Oski can't quite get it done either. Both of these teams vying for possession, but it's been very hard-earned pass. As once again, Dicey on the near post, and still Venom can't sink one in.
Leveled. Gets the touch off the sidewall, but it's not going to go as far center as they probably would have liked. Rico with the read. Kitsune, though, playing it smart. Z looking outlet to Kitsune. Kitsune back center. Z doesn't have a lot of boost. Even with the 100 they just picked up, they're not going to be able to elevate to keep that alive. Koff with the redirect. All the power in the world on that shot. Holy heck. From that angle, I'm kind of surprised, Wasey. I didn't think they were going to be able to get that much oomph behind the ball.
But nevertheless, it's still kept out of the back of the net. What's it going to take for either of these two teams to crack that eggshell open? Z and Rico duke it out on the corner. Neither of them able to get the foothold that they wanted to, but maybe Oski will without any boost from the midfield. He's doing his best to buy his team some time to get back into position and hold on to this Venom offense, because it can be deadly, yet they have yet to find one at the beginning, or actually in the latter half of game number two, Bass.
Leveled, looking center. Rico in an awkward spot. Z with the hesitation is able to get it past Rico, but Koff reads it perfectly. Kitsune looking to flick over Leveled. Leveled's going to wait, gets control, tries to pop it over Oski, but no, Oski gets to elevate and possibly take a shot. No! Man, I thought for a second there we were going to see some offensive opportunities translating into some actual goals here, but once again, game two is going to stay 0-0 for just a little while longer here, Wasey.
Yeah, it is a total and absolute standstill, and although the Flames certainly got to close, the Venom have had their looks as well. As now Koff, he's going to be looking to set one more way here with a pretty deep challenge if he can find the spot to lock it in. Rico as well getting involved, and all three players, you can see Venom beginning to advance and take some space underneath their name, as well as establish some of that boost possession and rob Flames of those precious resources. Now Rico on target, turned away by the Flames, and they barely keep themselves alive, Bass.
What a shot! Koff with the half volley generates just so much power and is able to get that on target. Holy heck. I am shook at the amount of fantastic shots that have been taken so far. They're at 10. Venom's already at 10 shots on the game, and some of them have been tremendous. Koff, though, proving that all you need is a well-placed, powerful shot, and you're going to open up scoring for sure. With 20 seconds left, though, Wasey, do you foresee this Flames team being able to turn things around?
Well, before this happened, I might have answered yes. But now that the Venom have got themselves a little insurance goal right off the dribble, as Leveled able to pick it off, I don't know if the Flames are going to be able to bring this one back. It's looking strong for the Mexico City Venom, as the Flames have gone scoreless for the better part of the last 7 to 8 minutes or so, and still they cannot find one here. No way they don't turn this into a shot. It's gone wide once again as the Flames in disarray.
Yeah, even if they score now, it's going to be more so for pride than it is going to be for actual like position. But it's been the Venom show, even through game 1 and game 2. It's the same story. Incredible rotations, consistent defense, and then just looking for that infield pass is translated to a lot of shots. I mean, 12 shots on the board out of game 2 for Venom is definitely nothing to scoff at. I mean, when you're peppering a defense that often, something's got to give.
But still, what happened to the Houston Flames? I mean, at the beginning, Bass saw so much pressure out of them. I remember saying that it was like night and day compared to game number 1, and it kind of fell apart a little bit, especially on the offensive, but mostly on the defense when the Flames got challenged deep when they had the ball on top of their hood looking for the dribble, not ready for the Venom to challenge them again and again. And now, Mexico City, match point, looking to close it out here, Bass.
If you're Flames, Wasey, what's got to be going through your mind here when you know that if you lose here, the series is already over, and quite frankly, yeah, you've just been shut out?
Well, there's a lot of things on my mind, and oddly enough, the least of my worries are about this series. Now, the Houston Flames are sitting, right now, they will be making the playoffs, but still sitting at the 6th seed means that their hopes could go down the drain if they don't pick up a series win or two to keep themselves in it. So Houston gotta certainly be a little bit worried about that. And Mexico, however, on the other side of the pitch, incredibly comfortable here in that 2nd seed, and literally they're having a blast of us. You can see this team connecting over and over, and they're looking pretty strong.
For sure. Rico looking to outlet down to their teammate though, but Z elevates rapidly and is able to keep this play from developing. Koff slaps it down into the corner. Kitsune with a read. Dropping quickly, gets the secondary touch. No beans in the tank, though, is going to allow this to drop center for Oski. Oski letting this drop. Z is going to beat to the ball. Can't quite get the double tap, so Koff is going to be able to clear this out. It's a little wild. We're seeing incredible pressure from the Flames, but just as they're about to get a shot on net, we're seeing either Koff or we're seeing Rico just diving across the baseline to slap it either into the corner or all the way down the pitch to kind of throw a loop in the rotations of this Flames team, and it's really paying off.
Yeah, both Rico and Koff have been instrumental, especially on some of these offensive challenges. Venom love to dive deep and make the Houston Flames uncomfortable, and as such, they're looking poised to come out with the series win as Leveled finds it downfield once again over to his teammate Rico, who doesn't connect this time around, but still Venom in a good spot, and you gotta think Houston should have been able to turn that one away, but nevertheless, it's Mexico City who strike first once again in game number 3, Babs.
That's definitely got to be feeling pretty good for Leveled with that clear and then that goal, now putting them 1-0 in what could be the series-defining game. We'll see, though, I guess, with the last 2 minutes and 56 seconds left to be played, how this really goes down. Z putting it back into the corner. Leveled is just going to keep the pressure going. Koff tries to get the pop, elevates, gets the second touch off the ceiling. Oski is going to take the half volley. Not as much power as they probably would have liked, but it's going to allow them to follow up and continue their own play. Kitsune pops it over one. Oski's going to follow, looking to pass center for Z. Leaves it. Z, no!
You're joking.
Oh, no! That is unfortunate. Z could have taken the dropping pass, but with no contested touch. I don't think they were expecting that to just fall like that.
And we're quickly approaching levels of ridiculousness here for the Flames. Another opportunity gone to the wayside, and now Bats, we're looking at just over 8.5 minutes of non-scoring Rocket League for the Houston Flames. They scored a single time back in the beginning of game number 1. Since then, zero, zilch, nada. And Mexico City looking dominant as always as they march closer to finding a second goal, courtesy of Koff.
Well, and like like a lot of greats in other sports have said before, offense can win you games, but defense will win you championships. And when you've got a team like Venom here, who are just able to consistently not only shut down plays before they develop, but they can intercept infield passes, it's fantastic to watch. And it's definitely a reason why this Venom team is able to just really put on a show here tonight.
Yeah, this team has been truly unstoppable. They took a little bit of time in game number 1 to warm up to do the Flames, but since then they have found all of the pressure, all of the goals, and you name it. Mexico City has got it. Now Houston looking to break the curse, but even that is a very tall order with Oski from the corner doing his best. Z as well. Over to the offensive end, Kitsune trying to get involved, but Flames not finding the connections necessary to get that shooting opportunity.
Wow. 8 minutes, 56 seconds. Mark it down. The drought has finally ended. Flames, Oski, able to cut it out and finally get their first goal here in game 3.
But is it too little, too late, Bass? With only a minute and change still, Houston gonna have to pull off a little bit of a miracle, but that's all it takes as Houston finds it from just past the half-field line. They're back in it.
I would normally like to say it's too little, too late, but the Flames, what did I just say? 8 minutes, 56 seconds between goals 1 and 2, and then 3 seconds between goals 2 and 3. Who knows? Maybe Flames have finally figured out they're going to be maybe just a little bit more aggressive on the follow, on the kickoff. But whatever it is, oh, what a fake! Kitsune with the flick! No, it's off the crossbar!
Oh, finally, the Houston Flames are able to get it done anyways, and thank goodness that one ended up rolling in, because you know the Houston Flames would have been so sad to see that one turned away. Mexico City can't keep it out of their own box forever, and Houston, they've got the lead for the very first time since the beginning of game number 1. This time around, they've got to hold on to it, Bass.
They really do, but I'm not going to lie. That hesitation on such an aggressive team is going to be lethal, and I'd love to see some more of it coming out here through game 3, but we'll see. Leveled. Outlets to Rico. Rico's going to drop it down to Level. Level putting it on target with all the power in the world. Great give and go passing play here. A lot of chem has to go into that to make that work as nice and as clean as it did between Rico and Level.
Yeah, I mean, that is simply picture perfect from Mexico City and Leveled. Talk about the execution here. Absolute rocket out of the nose of his Octane. And now Venom once again putting Flames in a dangerous spot as Houston struggling on the near post. 2 players commit and neither of them make the stop. Mexico City has once again reclaimed their throne, Bass.
I am kind of thrown for a loop here. Game 3 with Venom going up by 1 and then seeing the Flames retaliate with so many goals so quickly, and now Venom's still back on top. It's wild to watch for sure. Rico won the race to the boost, going to drop this down center. Leveled is not going to be able to put the dagger in this game, in this series. So with 4 seconds left to be played, oh no, I don't think Oski's going to be able to get the play. No, the ball is cleared out. Wasey, I don't know if there's going to be a way to get a 0-second goal out of this position.
They're keeping the ball up for now, but still going to take some heroics as Kitsune sends it high at Rico, trying to get involved and shut this play down. Still, Kitsune has been everywhere for the Flames. It's towards the goal line, 2 players up, and they send it to the ground. Mexico City find the sweep here, and it's pretty obvious, Bass, why these guys are sitting at the 2nd seed right now.
It really is, and it's what's wild is coming out of this game, they only pulled 8 shots, which I think is the lowest we've seen from Venom so far. Game 2, I'm pretty sure they had 12. In game 1, I thought they had like 10 to 13, somewhere in that ballpark. But Venom clearly showing in tonight's game with just a lot of solid give and go plays like we saw between Rico and Leveled, and then just fantastic rotational play. You're right. That's exactly why they're sitting number 2 on the what Western Conference, I believe was what it was.
West Conference.
Yeah, they're sitting number 2, and there's a good. You're right. It's a good reason why.
And with that, chat, we're gonna have to go ahead and call it a night, but stay tuned for tomorrow. We got some more games coming at you. We're gonna be starting off with some Ramen Bowl action tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. So until next time, see ya.